What's up, friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the infamous Tommy gun. It is the newest gun in the Wild West. It just came out and people don't really seem to know how to get it, so I'm going to show you guys today how to get it. It's a little bit of a long process, but it's worth it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, you're going to need a campfire and an axe. It can be any old axe. Then we're going to go to the windmill camp. Then we got to make sure we use a mule. We're going to be doing a lap around the map with the mule, and the most important part is that you have your volume at full. The game can detect this, so you gotta make sure it's at full. We're just gonna proceed to do a whole lap around the map, and we're gonna follow this specific trail that I follow, so make sure you watch along. You're not supposed to go off of this trail, and if you do, you might have to start all over again. This is what's worked for me. There might be another way to do it, but this is the specific trail that I follow. So we're going to go down here. We're going to take a left here. And you can just take your headphones off or like mute your speakers while you do this, because the volume is pretty loud on the donkey. But you know, sometimes you gotta just tough it out. Especially for the Tommy gun. This thing's insane, bro. So we're going to merge onto the train tracks here. And we're going to go across here. And just make sure your volume's at full the whole time. Otherwise you'll have to start over. Alright, we're almost to the tunnel here, and we're going to go through the whole tunnel. You can't go around it, that would be cheating, and the game can detect if you go around this tunnel. So make sure you go through this tunnel here. And it should give you the message Buffalo Ridge Tunnel at the top. And then we're going to proceed across the bridge. Again, you don't have to wear your headphones if you don't want to hear all the noise. It's super loud. Okay, we're going to go through the second tunnel here, through Dead Man's Drop. And when we come out in Bear Paw Valley, or I think that's what it's called, Bear Paw Valley, when we come out there, there's going to be a step we have to follow using the axe. So if you want to get your axe ready, that's fine. It doesn't matter if you stop on the trail. You can fully stop. You just got to make sure that you fully complete the trail. You know what I'm saying? So here's the part where I'm going to switch to my axe. Alright, now we're coming up on the train car we're going to use the axe on. So you're going to want to hit this specific corner of the train car. It's like the platform. There's a corner on it. You want to hit this until you get a specific sound. I'll show you what it sounds like. And that's not it. Nope. And you can just hit it as many times as you want just to be sure. It doesn't matter if you hit it too much, but they're right there. That noise is what we want to hear. So we're good now. Just make sure you hear that specific swing noise. And then you can continue down the trail here. And some people have tried to go left of the fort here at this fort up here. But I'm pretty sure you have to stick to the railroad here, to the train tracks. Just to be safe, I'm going to stick to the train tracks. But if it works for you otherwise, please let me know down in the comments. Because I know there's multiple ways to do this, but this is the only way that's worked for me personally. So we're just going to head down the train tracks here. And don't cut any corners here. This path is the one we're going to take, but we don't want to cut corners. So we're going to go onto the dirt texture again. Make sure you're on the dirt texture. If your horse fully, or your mule fully comes off of the dirt texture, then you'll have to restart. Alright, so we're coming up on the next part here that we're going to need the axe for. We're going to be chopping down a cactus. So once again, if you want to get that axe ready, I'm just going to pick any cactus. It could be any of these cactuses here, but it has to be one in this area. Right around this little mile marker here in the dirt. So I'm just going to pick this one since it's really close to the trail. We're going to cut it down. And once you've cut it down, you're going to take the juice and you're going to drink the juice and then continue on your journey. Don't take too long to drink the juice. You need to drink it in like 30 seconds within like chopping the cactus for it to take effect. And then we're just going to continue down past Puerto Dorado here. And we're more than halfway done now, I think, so we're almost there. Now coming up on this mile marker here, we're actually going to do something else here. I think it's this one right here. After this second plot here, or the last plot here, we're going to do 3 loops around this little marker here. So 1, 2, one more, 3. And then we're going to continue down the path here. That part's really important as well. If you miss that, you'll have to restart. Now we're going to get a campfire going here because we're going to need it in the tribal forest area. So if you want to get that equipped, that's a good idea. We're going to pass Callahan here, and there's no steps that I know of for Callahan. I've never needed to do it, so we're just going to pass by Callahan. The next step is going to be on the left in the tribal forest here. And just be careful of being near any players, because if you die on this route, from my experience, you just have to do it again. And it really stinks, but you know, Tommy gun's a Tommy gun, fully auto, bump stock, you know what I'm talking about? You gotta have it. You just gotta have it. So we're gonna go across the bridge, back onto the train tracks again. And now specifically, it doesn't matter really where you put the campfire in the tribal forest. I found it easiest to just put it on this hill here because it counts as the tribal forest. So I'm going to pull out my campfire here, place it right here. Yep, and you should get the tribal forest thing on above your screen. As long as that's up there when you place it, you should be good. We're going to continue down the train tracks here, and now we're almost done. So we just got to finish our loop, and that's the rest of it. So no more steps to do, just make it back to the very end of your route and, you know, claim the reward. Again, be careful of players, especially anybody with like a bounty or like anything red above their head, like indicating they're a menace or anything. Just steer clear of those guys. Anybody near the forts, steer clear of those guys. Make sure you stay safe because this really does stink. I've had to do it before where I was trying to do this before and I actually died, so I had to restart here. So we're going to take this right here, get back on the dirt path. Then we're going to hop right back onto this other dirt path beside the train tracks. Pretty sure you can be on the dirt path or the train tracks. Doesn't matter which one since they're so close together. But we're going to continue down this, and we are almost home free. We just got to make sure we don't get shot here by any, like, you know, factions dueling over this fort. We don't want to get caught in the crossfire, so I'm going to be really careful here. Careful of this guy. He's making me worried. Oh, he seems alright. He's not gonna do anything. So once we get to this part of the train track, it doesn't matter if you stay on the path anymore. This is where you can break off of the railroad in the path and you can just go straight up here. And the way to finish the route is to just go all the way up to where you started at Windmill, but come in from the opposite entrance. That's important. You don't want to come in for the wrong entrance, or you know how it goes, you'll have to start all over again. So yep, we're almost done here. We're just gonna go right up the edge. And there's nothing specific you have to do here. You just gotta make it back to the point where you started. Now that we made it back to the start, you should hear this noise. Yep, as long as you hear this noise, you know you've got the Tommy gun, and you can check your inventory. There we got it. As usual, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your Tommy gun. Don't get too crazy now. They might have to remove the Tommy gun if it's too OP, you know how it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good April Fool's Day. Bye-bye.